Hey everybody, and welcome back to the HobbyDude007 channel. Well, we had a great time at the SCMA Upstate show in Simpsonville, South Carolina over the weekend. Just had a blast. While I was there, I picked up a lot of flyers for upcoming shows that I didn't cover in the last one, so I want to go over some of those with you, as well as to share with you some of my stash I got from the vendors. And let me tell you, there were a ton of vendors there. Had a great time. So stick around. Let's show you what we got. Before we get into the stash ads from the SCMA show, I want to do a few shout outs and a video recommendation. First up, Brian over at God Fuels Model Car Garage. I did not have one of Brian's shop cards, so he hooked me up while we were at the show. Check that out. And if you're not a subscriber or not familiar with God Fuels Model Car Garage, be sure you head over there and show him some love, guys. Great bills, great stuff over there. Be sure you go check him out. Like I said, give him a sub, give him a thumbs up. Check out those videos. Great bills, great painter, just a great modeler. Funny guy too. You'd enjoy being around him. So be sure you head over and check him out. And also there were several other content creators. Henry Robbs with Mid-Century, Matthew with Model Car Videos was there. Fred Henry with West Georgia Rods and Customs, and that's where I want to get to. Being sure you go over and check this video out. While we were there, Fred had an idea about a video that he wanted to do that was called 10 Questions. And so we went in the break room and we sat down and went around the table among the content creators. And let's see, Brian, Matthew, myself, Fred, and just went around and asked these 10 questions. And it was so much fun. Well, if you watch the video, you're going to see we had a good time. But it's typical questions, things you might want to know about the guys that do the videos. You know, what kind of paints we use, do we clear coat, do we not? That kind of questions, things like that. And we had fun with it too. So head over to, all you got to do is put in Fred Henry. I'll put a link in the description area of the video. Look for this logo, and then head over, just click on that, put in Fred Henry if you want to do the search. Click on that logo and then go back. I think it's 3 videos back. It'll just say 10 questions. Go check it out. Absolutely a lot of fun. Great video. And we did have fun. I hope Fred does it again. I might even try to come up with some questions, but it was a lot of fun. It really was. So thank you, Fred. We appreciate it, and that was indeed fun. Okay, I picked up, as you can see, a number of flyers to upcoming contests. In one of my last videos, I covered the ones I knew about, things like that. But there were some other flyers there, and I wanted to share some of these with you. Tim's Model, and that's Osgama Treasures. Come and see our models any day of the week. And this is in Gastonia, North Carolina, at the Eastridge Mall. And I didn't know about this, so I may have to go up and check him out for sure. And there's your hours, and then contact information. And if you are in the area, go check him out. I plan on it. That's about a 40-45 minute drive from me, so I think it'll be worth it. But I think I'll go up and check out the treasures. Next up is just a reminder, this is not till February of next year, but I've done my coverages on this swap meet every year. It's not a contest, it's just the Mid-Carolina Model Car Swap Meet, and it's put on by the Mid-Carolina Modelers of Salisbury. And this one is February 17th of next year. And every year, this is just, the whole gym is just nothing but vendors, and they're packed in there. But always a really good show. Go ahead and mark your calendar in advance. It really is good stuff. And there's your contact information there. If you want to be a vendor, just get a hold of Alan. Great bunch of guys. And like I said, they put on a class show. Really, really good stuff. And I had show coverage from Fast Tracks Speedway and Hobby there in Statesville, North Carolina from a few months ago. Well, they do a fall show as well So this is their Fall Con 23, and this is put on by Fast Tracks Raceway and Hobby and the IPMS Race City there in North Carolina, in Statesville again. It'll be in the same location as the spring show or the April show this year. And your theme this year, the special theme category, is Tar Heel scale models, with, in other words, anything to do with the state of North Carolina being the theme, which that ought to be pretty cool. And it is September the 30th from 9 to 3. And they always put on a really fun show, a good show, so be sure you go ahead and mark your calendar for this for September as well. You know, as we get into the fall, though, there's a whole lot of shows, because I've got that Clemens show that we talked about last time in, I think it's August 12th, and then this one, and then we've got the Charleston show in Charleston, South Carolina, and a couple of weeks later we'll be in Atlanta. So good stuff, good stuff. And this flyer, I have not seen information on this club before, but I'm familiar with the location. This is the Appalachian State Modelers Association. Head for the Highlands, ASMA Scale Model Contest Show. This is October the 7th. I think that's the same day as the Charleston show. I'm not sure, but I'll double check that. But for you guys that are in the Tennessee, East Tennessee area or Central Tennessee area, it's in Greenville, Tennessee. And there's your information. And let's see, is there contact info? There's your category. Yeah, there's just some contact info. And you can probably just go to their website there as well and get information. And there's all of your categories. And again, you can probably find this flyer on their either Facebook page or on their website, or go to IPMS's website, because they are a IPMS club. But cool stuff. So there's another one. That's one I did not know about there in October. But if you're, like I said, in East Tennessee or in Central Tennessee, that's a good show. The flyer has come out for the SCMA's January, the winter show, the Hope It Don't Snow show, for next year. And this will be again at the Marriott on January the 20th of 2024. Go ahead and mark your calendar now. The show theme is animals. So if you've got a jaguar, let's see, a tomcat, a firebird, wow, hellcat, hornet, well, there's even the Flying Tigers logo. So anything to do with animals, that's your main thing. So it can be a car, like a Tiger tank. It can be all kinds of stuff. Don't have the brochure, or excuse me, the categories listed on that, but it's pretty much the standard stuff. And again, that is January the 20th at the Marriott Ballroom downtown again. And your contact information if you want to be a vendor is there. And I'm pretty sure you're probably going to be able to find this on their Facebook page, SCMA, South Carolina Modeler Association's Facebook page, or on the website. And then there's the other info. And we already talked about in the last one, the Atlanta, the Southern Nationals in Atlanta. This new venue I'm really excited about. Of course, this is a class act bunch of guys that put this show on. And you got the three themes this year. I mentioned that in one of the video before last, I think. I covered all the info on that, but just touching on it again, it is, you've got three main themes this year. You've got 70 years of Corvette, there's Corvette's 70th anniversary, NASCAR, and 100 years of Le Mans. So be sure you check that out. And this one is October the 27th and 28th in Cartersville, Georgia. Cartersville, Georgia. It's a new location, new venue after 27 years, much bigger. So there'll be more vendors, more everything. So be sure you plan on that one for this year. And that's just a vendor thing there. Okay, let's get into what I picked up from my little stash ads. First up, I saw these aluminum wheels. My buddy Gerald Wolf had these. Check these out. These are turned aluminum or spun aluminum. Is that not just cool? These are some front runners. And by the way, these were for 24th scale slot cars. But I have seen where you can just cut the foam tires off and put the slicks right on them, and they fit. I know they work because I've done it before. But check that out. The old school 5-slot. I don't know if I can get the light right. There we go. Is that not just wicked? So I've got some plans for these. That's the same kind of wheels that one of my uncles ran on one of his gassers. Oop, I don't want to do that. I also picked up in wheels another set of one of my favorites. I know my buddy Larry Mulkey also loves these things. And that is the Pegasus T's. These things, and let me tell you, Pegasus Chrome is something. And these are great tires too. And these are the 23s, the bigger diameter, and they also make them in 19s, which these are what I put on my Plymouth Prowler, the Radwood car. But I just love these wheels. These things are just a good, classy looking wheel. Pick those up too. So great stuff. Also, I picked up some decals while I was there. Got some gophers and some slicks. I'm going to show you these slicks first. Look at these good old vintage type pinstripes. Are those not just cool? Nice stuff. Also, these from Gopher Racing. And I've got a set of, I think it's this one already with the red that I picked up at my local hobby shop at Mason's Hot Rods and Hobbies. But check these out. I think they're close to the same. Well, no, they are a little bit different. But I want a good white hot rod. Look at that, with the black and the red in it. I should have taken them, I opened them up and taken them out of this thing. But if you ever need some good pinstripes, and these pinstripes, perfect for my 40 Ford sedan delivery, remember? Had the double pinstripes that ran between the two colors. This is just some great stuff. You got the blue, the white, the red, the black, and the pinstripes. This one I really like because you've got gold. Man, would that not look good on a black or even a white car? And then you've got some the pinstripes again in the gold and white, and you've got the barbed wire. But cool stuff. I'm a decal hound too, though. So cool stuff, cool stuff. Kits. I picked up a few things. I saw this one for a couple of bucks, and I went, you know what? For next year's small scale, and not that I'll end up doing this one, but this is 32nd scale, but it's the Salt Flat Racers Dynamo, and this is an old tester's kit, easy builder. But I'm thinking if I could modify something back here, I got an idea with an engine that I could probably do, get with Miguel on. So who knows? This may be modified into something else. And apparently there were 4 of those Salt Flat cars in this series. Speaking of series, y'all remember when I did the, in the last video, I showed you the, let's see, what was that thing? The cartoon type car that was, let's see if I can find, well, no. Well, I showed you some of the other series, and I found these in the Snapdragon series, and I went, oh, I gotta have them. So I picked up the Manglia. And I really look forward to getting into these things. I think these are not only going to be fun, but even though they're snap kits, I still want to see what I can do with them. I think these are going to be really, really fun. And I've got the Willie Wild, I think is what the other one was called. Then the Manglia here. And, you know, I told you what I really thought was cool was the truck. So, found it too. Got a good deal on them. And man, I was excited to find these. And there's others in the series that I'm looking forward to, but check that out. The Willie Howlin'. I look forward to that one too. And I've got for Zoe a new one for her next. Well, we've got 2 other cars set back, and she's got something else too. But this thing is one of AMT's Snapfast kind of, well, it says Slammer there. So this is the Black Force. But I'm going to let her do a little creativity with it too and see what she can come up with. But she likes doing it with Papa, and I certainly enjoy doing it with her. And I've seen this kit before. I don't know that I've ever seen one built, though. So I thought this would be a fun one to do with her again and let her have some fun. And lastly, I spent so much time doing other things, I really didn't get into I didn't get to do a lot of the shopping, and I've contacted one person already about picking up something a little bit later. But when I went by Robbie Meadows, I've showed you my big banner and the signs, the metal signs he makes that are AMT, MPC, all the old model companies. Well, Robbie's with Fastlane Signs and Graphics in Greenville, South Carolina. And he said, hey, come here a minute. I got something I want to give you. So I go tooling over there. And let me take this thing out of the wrapper here. He flipped this over, and let me tell you, humbling and fun. Check this out. I have a street sign. Let me take the camera and move it up where you can see the whole thing. Hopefully. Hobby Dude 007 way. That just made my day. Robbie, thank you, brother. I appreciate you more than you know. That's very special to me. Amanda said, what are you going to do? Put it on the mailbox post by the driveway? I said, well, I wouldn't get lost. But no, I think I'll have this proudly displayed somewhere in the shop, and I'm probably going to have to put it up in here. But Robbie, again, love you, brother. Thank you very much. This means a lot. It really does. But that's it, guys. That's what I picked up this time, and it was, again, an awesome show, a fun show, and never a dull time at these shows and contests. I don't know that I've ever been to one that I didn't have a blast at, and this one was no different. And guys, if you can get to a show, be sure you do and support your local clubs and shows. It really helps out, and besides that, you're going to meet some great people. You're going to have a great time. Well, guys, that's it for this time. Love you, mean it. God loves you. Have an awesome week, and I will see you in the next video. God bless, guys.